Hey, it's Nay, and welcome to Hey Nay. The topic for today is pictures and dating. So let's get right to it. If your significant other likes to take a lot of pictures, does it get annoying? For me, no, not really. I'm okay with taking pictures, especially if we look good. So if we look good, we should be taking pictures. We should be framing these pictures. So no, but I guess it would have to depend on what a lot means. If like every single hour we're taking a picture, then I'm not okay with that. And then I'm also not okay with them all being like posted online or something like that. Just having them to have them, I think that's cool. And I think a lot of people will agree with me on that. How about the reverse? Do you like to take a lot of pictures and they don't? Interesting. I feel like amongst my friends, I tend to take the most pictures. And for me, it's more of a caption of the memory. That's what the purpose is for me. Just so that when I look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember that. Um, but in relationships, I don't think that would ever really be the case. Which I would take a lot of pictures and they wouldn't be okay with it. I think we would be taking either about the same or maybe my partner would be a little bit more because like I said, the reason behind it is different. So I think it depends on the reason why the person's taking pictures. Are we taking pictures because we don't have pictures of ourselves? Or are we taking pictures because we want to remember this moment? We want to keep this together. We want to have this as a symbol of us, you know? So I think it definitely depends on the reason behind why the pictures are being taken in the first place. Um, yeah, I think, and I'm sure I'm sure a lot of um, I'm sure there's a lot of people who don't like to take a lot of pictures because I think sometimes it becomes too much and it becomes about a whole different thing. How you look, what's going on? Oh my gosh, you look better than me. Oh my gosh, you're out of my league. Ah la la, things like that. I'm not even like to me that's just ridiculous. So um, this for that, I'm not necessarily sure about that. Do you get annoyed when you see couples constantly posting pics online of themselves together, especially the PDA ones? Yes. In the short answer, yes, but with reason. If you look back at social media and dating, Shaquata and I were talking about this, and we were saying how, like, we don't need to know every single moment of your life. It's not needed for us to know everything. And I think that the same goes with your relationship. We don't need to know everything about your relationship. We don't need to know what the two of you are doing today, what you plan on doing later on. And I'm not saying that you don't have to say those things. You can. It's just that every single day is ridiculous. You know what I mean? The relationship is between the two of you, not the three of us. And I think when you realize that, you'll say less. You'll say less on Facebook. You'll say less on Instagram. You'll say less on Twitter and less on other social media sites. You won't do that as much. Um, and if you look back at PDA and dating, Jordan and I were talking about how, you know, when you're displaying that affection, sometimes you like to keep things a little bit close. You don't want everybody to know everything. And then when you when it's when you're showing this display of affection, how much is it? Like what are we doing? Are we doing something crazy? So like if you're posting a picture of, the two of you kissing and you're in the middle of the street and there's like taxis right behind you, like that's ridiculous. That see me why you're taking a picture right there. You're just holding up traffic. Let's not do that. But if you're like, taking a picture from the Eiffel Tower or something like that, well that's nice. You get what I'm saying? Like I get why we're doing that. That is public. It's scenically beautiful and things like that. So like I get that. That's a little bit more understandable. So you see the difference there. Um, but I'm not. I mean, I would just say that people need to reserve a little, hold back a little bit more. Actually, I think there was what was it? The Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin had a recent article about when people tend to post photos more on social media, uh, is an indicator of their insecurity for their partner's feelings towards them. Isn't that deep? So essentially, when you have moments of insecurity, you tend to post more pictures. And I can definitely see that being true. I know sometimes when, I feel that, I'm not necessarily like there's been a while since I've talked to a certain person or whatever, I like to put a picture up with them or send them a picture so that, we remember that moment and, we try to bring that back. And I guess I feel like others would argue that that might be a form of insecurity, that I'm insecure about how that bond is. You know what I mean? Friendship, relationship, whatever. That I may feel like we're heading downward. So I'm trying to bring us back up. And I think that is probably what many people in couples tend to try to do, is try to bring more attention to the relationship so that they like it more or they accept it more or that, their partner notices that they're invested or that they value their relationship. So I think that's interesting. And for those of you who haven't heard of the article, you should definitely look it up. Yeah, the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin. I'm almost certain that that's what it is. So just try to look that up, and that'll be great. But that's it. Trying to make these shorter now. I know that's one thing that you guys requested, so that is the goal. I want to thank you guys for constantly watching. I love you all, and feel free to screenshot this and take a picture of this and post it on Facebook. Actually, don't do that. Remember to always start your day off with a hey. Bye.